Welcome, everybody, to another edition of This Thing We're Doing, the only show on YouTube that doesn't have a set schedule or anything. So it's a little late, but it's fine. It's all fine. I am Sandro, also known as Andy, and to my right, as always, is my co-host, the Mandalorian.
We're just gonna stick with that name.
No, I'm
You're
just
gonna-
kidding. I'm gonna Photoshop the Mandalorian helmet right on your face at all episodes. It's a lot of money. I can't do it. It's a lot of
It's a
posts.
lot of money.
It's a lot of money, a lot of posts. Also copyright claims. So it is a lot of money. That's right. But this video is not monetized, so I'm able to give away a little bit of stuff here and there. Off the top, just like to do a little not a little recap, but just like last week we did a video. Well, not last week. You might be watching this 3 weeks from now. I don't know. I don't know your schedule. You don't know mine. Anyways, that was a little aggressive.
Last podcast.
On the last pod, well, the less visual podcast. I mean, this technically is kind of like a podcast. You listen to this when you're just doing dishes or cleaning the house, and it's visual, so all that. Or yeah, you can treat it like a podcast. Don't look at the TV, whatever. But anyway,
last video.
Yeah, last video we talked about our like not essential but recommended Halloween films, and I made a mistake by mentioning that one of the films I picked, Society, was in the 1980s when it's in fact made in 1992.
Yeah,
Close enough. Also, people have been saying like, "Oh, your audio's a little wonky and everything." Well, I have a mic. You can barely see it, but there's a mic here now, so we're moving on up in the world. Because people are all like, "What's that pitter patter and everything?" It's just like we have dogs,
We do. We have 5.
And I'm not gonna be like, "Get out of here, dogs! We're recording. This is real. This is as real as it gets. We're like the real world." Remember that show, The Real World? Big fan? Never watched it? Oh well.
I lived under a rock. I'm sorry.
It was a train wreck. But we got the Miz. Pro Wrestler the Miz, which is a perfect segue. Because perfect segue what we're going to talk about today. Well, one topic. This past week, I went to San Antonio to meet one of my favorite wrestlers ever. Not just all time, just ever. By the name of Matt Cardona. He used to be in WWE, known as Zack Ryder. But I went to a grand opening of this toy store because he has a podcast about wrestling figures. And as the Mando over here can attest, I love wrestling so much. I have a mass collection of wrestling figures, and she hates it. Low key, I'm sure.
It's his whole office. Always, constantly, we're always getting packages, and sometimes I get excited because I order things on Amazon. I'm one of those people. So I get a package in, I'm like, for me? No, him.
Yeah, and it's just like
another figure.
Or figures, because sometimes I buy in bulk. But anyway, so I traveled over to San Antonio to this mall called the Rolling Oaks Mall, and by the way, I haven't told you any of this because I'll save it for this.
Okay.
So I go over there, and then this mall is not sketchy. I mean, it is a mall. It has a Sears, Dillard's, it has a Hot Topic, PacSun. It has stores like that, but it also has stores like an anime store where it was just anime stuff or something like really generic.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the store. I was like, "This kind of bootleg stuff, it looks like it." And then I saw another store. Well, it was like a Star Wars theme, but it was like a Nerf herder. It's called Nerf herder. It's a Star Wars term, Nerf herder.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's called Filthy Nerf herder or something like that. It's like, okay, whatever. And then I go to the store, which is like I said, a grand opening for this store called Wrestling Shop. Used to be another mall in San Antonio. It used to be in like a little condensed area in like I guess you could say it's kind of like a flea market type environment. But now he has his own shop.
The one at the
Crossroads. Yes, Crossroads. Also drinks new Omiya Coke now. Haha. Anyway. Oh, so I go over there and like I was just gonna go in and out, get my meet my one of my favorite wrestlers. I gotta say he's actually one of my heroes because like he used to have a YouTube show 10 years ago and he would just like talk about whatever and it was just really entertaining. Then like he collects figures, so it was just like I can't see myself at in him at you
like
know
a role model.
a role model. Yeah, it's
Someone
just
like
like he loves wrestling, he loves action figures, so it's like oh, just like me. That's why he's always been one of my
very
favorite wrestlers.
relatable.
Yes. So then like I'm just there in line, and this kid comes up to me, and legit, I, you not. He goes up to me like, "Excuse me, sir, is there a wrestler coming in?" Who does that? Well, this is like a new meme now, where people like shyness. They do that. It's like an anime trope also. And I was just like, are you for real?" I had like a real like a grin underneath my mask, and I was just like, "Yeah, Zack Ryder." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he walks away. He didn't get in line. He was just like,
I
whatever.
love that it just bothers you so much.
I just thought it was funny. But anyway, I'm in line. I'm just chilling there, and like I said, I just want to be in and out like really fast. I want to keep people waiting. I hate that. I mean, like it's good to meet like your idols and heroes, but move it along, make it fast. And so I didn't bring a sign, and people were like, "Oh, if you bring a sign, you're entered for this raffle." I guess he just wants to make like a very good impression. The owner of the store, his name's Oscar, by the way. I'm not gonna throw any shade, but a lot of people tend to like not like his business practices. He hasn't done me wrong. The only thing criticism I could have with him is tends to overprice things. But it's a business. But anyway, they give everyone signs, and I'm just like, I didn't even bring a sign. And then like like all of these signs had the same like font. I'm like, he's gonna notice.
Yeah.
But like I guess he didn't care because like yeah, he gave out signs to everyone in line. He showed up. Before he showed up, he's like, everyone, energy, energy. It was kind of like it's staged. I mean, like I hate to say it, but it's staged. It was staged. Like he like said, it's wrestling shop. You can find it on Instagram, on Twitter, but he has like videos and everything of like all this excitement and everything. But like he was just to pull behind the curtain, it was all staged. He's just like, hey, make noise, he's coming. Like I'm in the video too. I'm just like whatever. I probably said something like really stupid, like all loud when everyone was quiet because everyone's like shut, basically. And like I'm knowing me, I probably sounded like the loudest, and I was like, oh, my voice, thunder everything, but I wasn't gung ho. But anyways, he shows up, great. Host the line really long. It was a nice little ribbon cutting ceremony and everything. When it's my turn to go up there, I'm talking to the owner, Oscar, like I said, and then I mentioned something. I'm not gonna say it here in the off chance someone I know sees this, but the people that are close to me knows what's up. I mentioned something that I wasn't supposed to mention, and then like I told this to the owner, and then the owner's like, "Hey, Matt," and says what I told him, and I'm just like, "Oh man, don't say that! Like, don't tell him that." And then Matt Cardona, I don't know if he just brings out his camera and he records me, and I say what I said to the camera, and I'm like, whatever. He's probably gonna videotape a lot of people today because it's for his podcast slash YouTube show, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I don't know if I plugged that, but great podcast if you love like action figures, collect like just action figures in general. It's mostly focused on wrestling, but they talk about Ninja Turtle stuff and Star Wars stuff and all type of action figures, even like collectible cards and baseball memorabilia, stuff like that. It's a great podcast if you're into collecting. But anyway, he records me. I say what I do. I get my autograph. Great, good. I'm done. Get a photo with him, which is probably the thumbnail for this video. And then like yeah, I just leave, and then like whatever, doesn't matter. He's not gonna put me like it is what it is. He probably like built to a lot of people. Then like
not even 24 hours later.
No, 36 hours later. It was like 36 hours later. Matt Cardona puts up the video on his YouTube, And I'm like watching it and like, all right, cool, I was there, so let me check it out. At the 5 minute and 25 second mark, I'm right there, and I'm just like, Jesus,
Right there.
right there, and I'm just like, I can't believe this man did this to me. But it's fine. I mean, like, stupid me. I should have known he was gonna blog it, and like, but honestly, I didn't think it was one of those things where I want to go and get out and like not be bothered really, but just like it's like I value my privacy too, but it's just like whatever. I mean, like it doesn't bother me. I just don't want my some workers to see it because I say something that could get me in trouble at work. That's all I'll say. But other than that, meeting him was actually a pretty big deal for me. Like like I said, one of my favorite wrestlers. Super easy to talk to, really laid back. He said they're gonna come back in February for like a live show, which I damn well will be there. Like I'll pay the money. I'll go. Yeah, and so that's gonna happen. I thought it was just really cool to meet him, and if I get in trouble for appearing in this video, so be it. I mean, it was worth it. I'll link the video in the description below. Like I said, Major Wrestling Favorite Podcast. Nice meeting you, Matt. That's it. That's my little story, my little adventure, and everything.
I was at work when this all happened.
Yes, you are. But that, what have you been up to?
I opened up a little merch shop. I've been working on a dozen costumes that I might not wear a single one of.
So, like your merch shop, what are you selling?
I'm selling.
Plug it right now. Look at the camera.
Art prints, print sets, stickers, little things that I've managed to make over time because COVID made it possible. I've been buying a lot of stuff, necessary or unnecessary. It's up to you. I got a Cricut. I'm making vinyl stickers, regular stickers, planner stickers, stuff like that.
So all that stuff is piled over there. You can't see.
It's not that messy. I promise.
It's not. I'm making it sound like messy. It's not. It's actually nice and organized.
Yeah, I got some furniture to help.
But yeah, you want to plug it like your store,
Yeah, Poppy Deer Shop. You can find it on my Twitter and Instagram. Link in the bio. Just click on it and check it out.
That's right.
Or don't. I won't tell you what to do. That's
right. Very good. Don't tell what to do. And yes, again, she is a furry. One day we will do an episode about like the furry culture because like there's a lot of negative stigma about it, and I go vouch. I have seen the worst. I've seen the best. So like
there's some pretty chill people.
Yeah. So like one day, maybe down the road, we'll get that going and everything. Yes. Show your world and everything. You've also been watching movies, haven't you?
Oh, I've been watching a lot of movies. Growing up, I didn't really go to the theater or anything. I didn't really start watching movies until we got together. So there's like a lot of movies that I missed out on. Like recently, I watched To Wong Foo.
To Wong Foo, yep.
I watched that one. What else did I watch? I watched several things. I watched Jennifer's Body. Never saw that one.
That actually has aged well. I used to think that movie Jennifer's Body would be like kind of stupid, Megan Fox, but then like after the whole Me Too thing, it's actually aged pretty good. It has. I could see the message and everything.
There's that. I watched.
You watched Underworld, but you fell asleep. It's pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. Underworld doesn't hold up.
It's just like one giant action porn with vampires and werewolves. I'm really picky when it comes to werewolf movies. I love werewolves. If you know anything about me, I absolutely love them. But I have yet to actually see a werewolf movie that I like really, really got into, really enjoyed. I'm really into the creature features?
Yes, creature features.
I just like seeing like creature designs. I'm really big on that. So when I see werewolves, I kind of think about that, but also I don't really see very many werewolves that look cool or werewolf movies that actually have a decent story. Maybe that's just me. I'm just picky.
Okay, but yeah, you mentioned you saw To Wong Foo. What did you think of that movie?
I enjoyed it.
That's a funny movie.
It's such a cute, funny movie. It's so wholesome.
A lot of people are not even very aware of it. I wasn't aware of it until my roommate, when I first moved to San Antonio, showed it to me.
How long
And
ago
I
was that?
thought 2010, maybe 9.
That's so
Well, I mean, this film was like made, I think, in '92 or '93. I don't know. It was early '90s, but yeah. To those who don't know, To Wong Foo is a film about crossdressers,
cross-dressers, basically queens.
queens, yeah, drag queens, and it has a all-star cast. Like, I don't know if this was like considered all-star cast back then, but by today's standards, this is an all-star
I was
cast.
just so surprised by it.
Yeah, it has stars Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and John Leguizamo as like the three main queens, and also has like cameo appearances by Robin Williams and RuPaul herself, and it's just like it's a funny like wholesome movie. Basically, they're trying to get to this like a competition, right?
Basically, a
Across country,
competition.
so it's like a road
Yeah.
trip film.
Yeah, they're starting in New York and making their way all the way across to California.
Yeah, hilarious Sues.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like that's a pretty funny movie. It's very underrated, overlooked, but here like nowadays it's actually pretty greatly appreciated, and it is like actually a very funny movie, and it's on Netflix right now, so you know
Yeah.
feel
Watch
free to
it.
check that out.
Watch it if you can. I only found out about it because of TikTok. I spend a lot of time on TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok teaches me things.
all right, that's odd. I'm not into TikTok, but you do you, boo. You do you. It's fine.
I would never have found it. I feel like it's a gem.
I mean, it is.
It is.
It's a gem. No one really watches it. Other than that, the only thing I really wanted to bring up today, in case y'all don't know, this is a kind of a relaxed fit. Maybe I'll put something in the background next time I record this way, so you're not staring at a blank wall. But for right now, the blank wall stays. But anyways, yeah, we'll put something in there, like I don't know, like a poster or something, like hang in there, cutie. I don't know. They don't make those posters somewhere, I think.
I'll look around.
Okay. But anyways, the other thing I want to talk about this week, like I said, this is at the end of October as the time of recording, and I want to bring up this comic that's taken the comic world by storm. It is called. Let me just reach into this bucket I have right here. The Last Ronin by Kevin Eastman. I don't even know why I looked. Kevin Eastman created the Ninja Turtles. I should have known his name would be on the book.
Of course.
But anyways, yes, The Last Ronin, it's actually a Ninja Turtle comic, a brand new Ninja Turtle comic, a mini series, if you will. Has an interesting concept. It's about one last Ninja Turtle. And this takes place about maybe 50, 60 years in the future. It's all cyberpunky. I don't know how it's cyberpunky. It just is. I'm not going to argue with logic. It's just a cyberpunk world where the foot has taken over. It has, without getting too much into spoilers, it's basically Shredder's, I guess, grandson, a great grandson, has taken over. The foot, this rules everything. They have like cybernetic ninjas. I mean, it's like I said, cyberpunk setting. There's cybernetic ninjas, like mousers that can fly now, and it's just one Ninja Turtle. He's just like think of like Old Man Logan, but with like one Ninja Turtle. And this turtle can talk to his brothers that are no longer with him. And so, but he knows all the tricks of the trade. He can use every single weapon, has new tricks up his sleeve and everything. Without getting too in the spoiler territory, I will say this. There was one thing that disappointed me. I'm just gonna say it right now. It does give away who the turtle is at the end of this issue. I have a really big like. I was disappointed.
It's like the mystery.
Yes, I love the mystery, and like as I'm reading this comic, it was a fun read. It's a very fun read to read it, because you could see like his anger, his anguish is like just tired of fighting all the time, and like does little flashbacks. Like that translates really well when you're reading it, and like the pictures and everything.
It builds the story.
It builds a story, yeah, but then like unfortunately, like I said this unfortunately, at the end it does let the cat on the bag like, oh, this is blank, and I'm just like, oh, like I was just a little disappointed because like as I'm reading it, I was also thinking like I had fun guessing. I was just like, oh, he did this, he did that, he did like I had no idea. Like, it just kept you guessing, and at the end, just kind of gives it away. I felt that maybe you couldn't like extend the mystery a little bit. I little disappointed.
First.
Yeah,
Very first.
yeah. I'm a little disappointed to give it away like at the start. How are you gonna sell more issues? Well, actually, this comic right now is actually sold out mostly all over the country right now. People are like selling for triple the price on eBay right now as we speak.
Scalping.
I mean, yeah, it's scalping, but
Don't
if
do
you
that.
if you want to stop scalping, just don't buy from them. That's just the way it is. Unless like, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I once bought like something like I couldn't wait. I was like, I need to buy it now. Like, I'll try not to. I try not to. It was a wrestling figure, by the way. But anyways,
What I
but
tell you guys?
yeah, but yeah, it's great read though. It is a very great read. Again, this is it, The Last Ronin. Don't get mad because I don't have it back and board. It's actually kind of thick, and everything. It has multiple covers. I'll just show off a few right here. Look at all these covers it has. Good luck finding these covers because some of these covers are like $100. It's like ridiculous.
Those are insanely awesome.
Yeah, I mean they're insanely awesome. Yeah, but again, The Last Ronin. If you can find it, get it. I can highly recommend it. It's only gonna be 5 issues. Issue 1 is out right now. It's great. That's all I can really say. It's great.
Get them early.
Get
We
them
got
early.
lucky getting this one.
Yeah, I went there like store open at 9. I was there at 10 a.m. and I was like, got him Last Ronin slept. I didn't do that. I was just kidding. I should have though. And he's just like, oh yeah, I got plenty. I was like, cool. But yeah, that's the thumbnail. I was kidding. I'm not gonna make that the thumbnail. Just
will
too
draw it for you.
No, please don't. You should make a logo for us. Actually,
I do.
when you get the chance. I'm not gonna rush you. You hear that, Pete? I'm not gonna rush the Mando here. I guess I'm going to call it the Mandalorian from now on, huh?
Accepted. Yeah.
We saw that it premiered this, like, full disclosure, the time of recording, the new season started of The Mandalorian. We watched the first episode today. We'll talk about it down the line when it's all said and done, Don't want to get too into it. It's good, though.
It was.
It's good. I will say this, though. I'm calling it right now. I just want to call it right now because it's on camera and everything. That person you saw at the end of that first episode of the new season, I'm going to call it right now. That's the only time you're going to see him this season. I think they're just going to do that and then, like, yeah, we'll save it for next season. It's just like a teaser. That's what I think.
It's a little lasso
Yeah.
to pull you in the very first episode, otherwise.
Yeah, and so people are going to be watching, like, every single episode the coming, like, months, and it's just like, where is he?
They're going to be looking.
And he's not there. I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to call it right now. That's just going to happen. But anyway. It
wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. Other than that, you got anything else? No? Okay.
No.
All right. We'll move on to everyone's favorite segment, which is the greatest questions ever asked with multiple answers, ... Ready for this? Of the week. That's going to sound all weird, but whatever. Anyways, let's go. Let's go right to it. I have my little laptop right here, a little off screen. Oh, see, we're getting more professional. I'm just kidding. I thought about just knocking over the mic. Cones do it. The cone zone. Okay, I'll stop. Anyways, first question.
You had coffee, didn't you?
I didn't have coffee. I don't know why I'm so pepped up. Probably because I had a cinnamon toast French toast at Jimmy's Egg. Pretty good.
I should have asked to try that. It looks good.
Too much cinnamon.
There's never such thing as too
Yeah,
much.
too much cinnamon.
What's wrong with you?
Cinnamon.
No, question.
Question. This comes from Jose. If you had the power to grant others people's wishes but couldn't get your own, where would you go to first? So you could grant any type of wish, you just can't grant your own. Where would you go first? It's an oddly phrased question, but my answer would be, I don't know, probably somewhere in need, like, I don't know, South Africa or something like that. I don't have any, like, wish that I can grant myself. So it's just like, let me help out these people, give electricity. Like Akon, the R&B / rapper. He pretty much powered up like a whole like African village by himself with his own money. What a great guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, facts. It is Akon, right? I hope it's Akon and not Seal. I get them confused sometimes.
We'll be sure to correct that in the next
I'm
episode
gonna-
if it is wrong.
Gut feeling it's Akon. But yeah, I'll go to like some places where people are in need. Like, you know.
Like hurricane disasters relief, stuff like that.
That's right. Where
I'd be all for that.
over here in America, it's pretty bad. In Louisiana, hang in there, guys.
That poor state. They go through a lot every year.
They
we're
do.
always listening in on them just to make sure our neighbors are okay. I would go for that.
Yeah. Well, just so that's what you do.
That's what I would do.
Okay, great. So people or place, basically answer your question. Any place that needs help, we'd help them out and not help each other out because we can, according to this question. All right. This question comes from Oscar. Why is Tears of Blood Cross 69 so damn sexy? Also, why do you owe him so much dinner? Well, to answer your question.
It's the beard.
Yeah.
I think it's the beard.
He also works out.
He does work out.
Kind of. He's a pretty chill, laid back guy. I guess I owe him dinner so much because he, quote unquote, saves me when we're doing online gaming. I mean,
A lot.
Sometimes maybe I just want to die, you know, in online gaming, you know. But sometimes it's not. It's just like, oh, hey, there's a guy that's about to kill you. I got him. Snipes him. Where was he? Oh, 200 meters away. Like, okay. Oh, you owe me dinner or something. That's what he says. So that's basically what it is.
I don't know if we'll ever be able to pay all that off in our entire lifetime.
I remember
the amount of times he's saved him.
I remember the one time when we had like lunch with him.
We did.
And
took
then
him out to eat.
Yeah, and then like he didn't want me to pay for his food, and I was just like, "What? I am here right now. You've been saying for years, literally. I owe you dinner. Here I am about to buy you food, and you decline. What kind of BS is that?"
He's trying to like hold it over you. He doesn't want you to pay it, so he can continue to hold it over you.
Oh well, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a story. It's the person I play online gaming with. I might put gaming videos up again. I used to do on the channel. It's a lot of work, believe it or not. This is actually a little bit easier. Like the past videos I made when it comes to editing and everything. Maybe I'm just getting better at editing. I don't know.
I think so.
But yeah, like we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna bring back my other show, by the way. Channel Goes Off. It's not gonna be called Channel Goes Off. I'm gonna breaking news, but yeah, it's gonna be different sometime next year. A little bit different.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, something to look forward to. I'm gonna make content for this channel. Whatever this thing we're doing. Anyway. And the last question from Philip. Who would you vote for? Trump, but is Democrat, but has the same political views he has now? Or Biden, but is Republican, but has the same political views as he does right now? What a doozy of a question. So the question is, would you vote for Trump, but he's a Democrat, but he has the same views he has right now? The only difference is he's Democrat. And then vice versa. Would you vote for Joe Biden, but he's Republican, but also has the same political views he has right now? So, full disclosure again, hopefully this drops before our election. We've already voted. So my question is, well, my answer to this,
real talk.
Okay, real talk.
Because this is something that's been bothering me. People, and I don't identify as either Republic or Democrat. I just, not any specific
Just a person.
party. I'm just a person. I'm just a person that likes to look into, real talk, that likes to look into more of the values of what they're trying to present. If it's beneficial for the entire country, bonus points if it's, towards me. But I prefer the entire country because, we gotta take care of each other.
Yes, we do. I actually hate that stigmatism here in America where it's just like left and right, Democrat, Republican. Why don't we stop fighting and just help each other out?
For real. So it's not...
Hot take, I know.
Yeah.
But why don't we just stop and just help each other out, like for real?
So I don't like to look at the specific party that the candidates are of. Like, I prefer to see what they're bringing to the table. You know, if Trump's a Democrat and he has what he has now, I mean,
Well,
I probably wouldn't vote for him, Democrat or not.
to answer your question, to answer the question just straight up, I can't back anyone. I'm not gonna. I'll answer your question, but vaguely, and this is my answer right here. I cannot support or back anyone that doesn't believe in science. That's all. I'll leave it to that. Like I said, I've already voted. I'm not gonna say who I voted for because I don't want to cause like yes. I hate arguing. It
I just don't. We're too
who
tired
cares?
to argue.
Yeah, who cares? But at
Too
the same
tired.
time, mind your business.
Yeah.
So it's just like But I will say this as someone that grew up raised by a nurse in the medical field, growing up looking at this library of like literature classics along with medical books and everything. I do believe in science. I believe in medicine, and I will not vote for the person that doesn't believe in any of that stuff.
Any facts.
Well, doesn't down like
Try to downplay.
Yeah, I will not believe
Actual
anyone that
scientific
doesn't
facts.
downplay illness and science. I will not vote for anyone like that. That's my answer, the safe route. But yeah, a little bit doozy of a question, but yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it, right?
That's basically
We're
it.
done for we're done for today. Again, if you're watching this before election, great, go vote. If you're watching afterwards, no matter what happens, we're in this together. Let's help each other out and positive vibes all around. You can find me on Instagram at Andy Lives, on Twitter, AndyCon at AndyCon77. I'll try to post more stuff here and there. We'll probably have our Halloween outfits posted there eventually. That's right. Like I said,
I'm working hard on them.
That's right. And yeah, we're about to get in November right now. So
I'm gonna wear it all of November.
Oh, November. Please
Next
don't.
episode, you're gonna see me wearing it.
Please don't. And what about you? Where can you find you? I know you plugged it earlier, but plug it again.
Yeah, you can find me on Poppy Deer on both Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on TikTok if you're super into TikTok. I'm starting to frequently post more and more content now that's starting to build up again.
There we go.
So come check me out.
And watch our old videos. Watch Pete's opening of like toys and figure reviews. Like watch other videos. We're working on a lot of stuff. Exciting stuff.
We have a lot planned.
That's coming up. So like, subscribe, comment, leave your questions for the greatest questions ever asked with multiple answers with what I lost myself. It's a long title. It's such a long title. I'm not going to change it though because it's fun to say. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching and have a good day.
I love you.